Hello, in this video I'm going to show you what you can do if your Android phone is lagging. If your phone is lagging, it may be indicative of a few things. First of which, you could have a lot of apps running in the background. You can go into your recently used apps, and if you have many apps in there, you could try, of course, clearing the ones you don't need, or clearing them all. But if that doesn't fix your issue, you could also be looking at the fact that you could be running in battery saver mode, which you can see under settings, battery, and there usually under battery saver. You can try to turn it off and see if that fixes your issue. However, if the lagging still continues, it could mean that you simply have your storage be a little bit too close to being full, which can also be the cause of lagging. You can usually go into settings, there look for storage and see if your storage is potentially full. Now if it was full, you can of course try to free up space. You can look at, for example, apps, search for apps you may not necessarily be using. For example, if you don't use an app, you can go into it and try to uninstall them if it's available, although some apps may be impossible to uninstall due to being just system apps. You can try clearing cache in those apps or just deleting all of their data. You can try looking for apps you don't need and uninstalling them, usually under app info, or it may be visible right there. Just uninstall the apps you don't need. Another thing you may look at is, again under storage, cleaning your images and other things. There may be an option to just free up space, which might allow you to, well, find ways to clear your storage. Another reason why your phone may be lagging could be outdated software. For that, you can go into your settings. There, usually it will be visible right away, system updates, and there you can check for updates. If it's not visible right here, it might be under system and maybe visible somewhere there. Another thing you can look at is, in this case, under system, look for performance and see if maybe you have RAM boost turned on. Because if it's turned off, it could be that your phone is running out of RAM if you have a lot of apps running in the background, so you can turn it on to try and boost the amount of memory your phone has, which could help out a little bit. Another thing you could potentially try to look at is if your battery health is possibly low, as the battery health being low could cause your phone to automatically limit itself so that it can continue using the battery, as it may not be healthy enough to continue providing for the processor in the phone. You can usually look under battery and here under battery info to see your battery health status, but if the option is not visible there, you can potentially install yourself a battery health app, like for example AccuBattery, Battery Guru. Just install one, go through the setup process and let it run in the background to measure your battery health. But another thing you can also try looking at is disabling animations in your phone, especially on older devices. You may the animations may cause the phone to feel sluggish or cause the phone to become slower. First, you may need to either go into accessibility settings, They're usually under vision settings, if they are available, or if not, you may have to go into developer options, which you can get to by going into information about phone or system, and they're usually looking for your model info and tapping on it. Depending on the phone, it may be available in different places. Maybe a bit tricky to find. For example, on this device, it is under device identifiers, tapping on build number. You may have to confirm your pattern, and then you'll be a developer. Then you can find developer options, usually under additional settings, if that's an option there. Otherwise under system, developer options, and here you can look for disable animations. But here it may actually be under accessibility. You can try looking for it, color and motion right here, and you can try to reduce animations, which may of course help a bit with the feeling of the system being sluggish. I can show you on another phone how you can get into developer options. For example, on this phone, to go into developer options and disable animations, you go into about phone and then tap on OS version. Once there, you can scroll down to, as I said, additional settings. And here you may find developer options. Here you can look for reduce or remove animations. Which, as I said, might help with the performance of the phone. That is, if it is here. Remember that if you can't find a setting by just looking like this, you can try looking for the search bar in your settings and searching for animations, for example. As you can see right here, it's again under accessibility, but it may not be under accessibility. That's why you may have to look into, as I said, developer options. Also, a very simple thing you can do to possibly help your phone run faster is simply restarting your phone. You'll usually have to just press and hold the power button and then look for the restart option. Or on some phones, like on Motorola for example, you might have to tap the volume up and the power button. If none of these work, you'll have to search it up for your specific phone. The device manufacturers may have decided some really unintuitive way of getting to this menu. Then you can just tap on restart and restart your phone. After your phone turns back on, you might have your performance increased a little bit. Another thing is, yet again, under battery, you may have the ability to put your phone into performance mode, which I can show you on another phone, as not all of them may have it. On this phone, for example, you can find it again under battery settings. Here you can find the current mode and turn on performance mode to improve the performance of your device. But that's about it. If this video helped you, please consider subscribing, leave a like and a comment down below.